Mr. Intervention. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Justin McCormick, aka Mr. Intervention, back again. And season started to close out, week 14, and we're still perfect somehow, some way. We got to take on the Green Bay Packers with Brett Favre, and this is always going to be some kind of challenge coming up, especially with him and Amon Green. While we will take a look at the player awards for last week. Week 13, pretty good. Roy Williams had 12 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 interception as the Cowboys free safety. Then Julius Peppers, 9 tackles, 4.5 sacks in his game. So he was all over the offense there in that one, as Clinton Portis had 23 rushing attempts, only 93 rushing yards, but he had 2 touchdowns and 70 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. While LaDainian Tomlinson, 18 rush attempts, 64 rushing yards, but 130 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. So Tomlinson was playing the role of a receiving back just as well as Portis. So it was real good seeing that there. We'll go ahead and take a look at the injury report. Fernando Bryant is going to be out with a dislocated elbow. He's going to be out for at least 6 or 7 weeks. And it's just not good seeing that. With the Packers, Mike Flanagan should be coming back this week, but if not, he's still out with a pulled stomach muscle. So he could be and could not be. So we'll definitely have to see how well things can go there. Standings wise, we have got the first round bye, and we've also got the division. So the Packers have slipped off, and they're now fighting to see if they can get a wild card, but they've got a lot of work to do. Cowboys, Falcons, and Rams all are 8-4, and they lead their divisions by at least a game or two over in the Southeast and West, while the AFC, Ravens and Bengals are neck and neck for the division, while Patriots have found a way to fight back, and they are now sitting at 10-2, 3 games over the Bills. Titans have taken the South, as they just have to finish up with 1 more win at least, but they should have it in spades. Chiefs have a 1-game lead over the Broncos, but still a tight matchup over in the AFC West. We'll see how well things go there. So let's go to the Green Bay Packers lineup. Let's see who we got to face. And the big two going to be Brett Favre, the 15-year pro. He still got what it takes to play some good quarterback, while Amon Green is the big halfback we got to look out for. Got to try and contain him if possible. Javon Walker, Donald Driver, the 1 and 2 combination over there for the Packers. Robert Ferguson, the next guy in line, as well as Antonio Chapman. He will also be there if need be. As for the defensive side of things, Cletus Hunt's going to be one we got to look out for, as well as Baja Biamila, as he's going to be tough to get past if we don't watch it. Nail Diggs is going to be the big outside linebacker with Hannibal Navies. And right there in the middle between them, Nick Barnett. One guy we got to try and look out for, Mike McKenzie there on the corner spot. Darren Sharper back there is going to be the big, strong safety we got to watch out for. Ryan Longwell will be their kicker, and B.J. Sander will be the punter. So let's go ahead and get into things. Week 14, as we got the Pack, then the Vikings, and then we end the season against the Buccaneers and the New York Jets. So let's see how things go in this matchup here. It's going to be Green Bay versus Detroit, and we're going to be at Lambeau Field. See you there. Green Bay, Wisconsin, Lambeau Field, and oh boy, the snow is coming down as the Green Bay Packers will host this division matchup. See if they can maybe claw their way back into it and get a wild card position, but right now it's looking pretty difficult. Snow is going to be a big factor in this game. Will it cause the football to be difficult to catch? Will running be difficult to perform in the snow? We'll find out as you see a couple of the quarterbacks there. Brett Favre, number 4, 225 yards per game last season at 63% completion, so not too bad for him, but he's got to see if he can do something here. And Vic, last season with the Falcons, had 3,600 yards. A little underwhelming this season as he's practicing handing off with Jones and Schlesinger, as we'll start things off here. Hopefully we can have a good game here in this. It's going to be difficult to see with the snow, so it might not be as much running the football, but we'll see what happens. Time to kick things off here as Tom Roon will kick this off for us. And this football game is underway as the wind blows that one all the way over to the left-hand side of the field, as that's going to be a stiff arm, and he'll get out to the 37-yard line. First down, Packers. So Ferguson with a good run there. That's going to give the Packers pretty decent field position to start things off. So Brett Favre going to try and see what he can do this time. Single back, as last time they wasn't able to do a whole lot against the Lions, as that's going to be a good run from on. And he will get that 9 yards, so nearly the first down, the first carry. They move a man in motion, and this will be a toss out to the right. And Green's going to have some room, and he'll try a stiff arm with David Thornton over there to make the tackle. That's going to be a first down. So Mon Green now with 1,000 yards rushing for the year, so good numbers for him so far, as Favre will go back to pass. He's going to launch that one. That one's caught as Dre Bly got turned around, and that is going to be 3 plays and a score for the Packers. The Detroit defense was not warmed up there as Ferguson got that one, and he's making the cheeseheads in the stands happy. Favre finds it, and Dre Bly just got spun around. Hand that off to Jones, and he's going to find a small hole, but only get a yard there. Going back to pass here on this one. Throw that one toward Moss. Santana Moss has got a catch. That'll be about 12 yards and a first down. 1st and 10 now. And we'll hand this off to Jones. Jones will get a few yards upfield. That'll be 4, so now with 5 on the day. As Vic calls audibles. Back to pass. He'll throw that to Ty Streets. He spins around, makes the catch, and gets sat down on the Packer logo. So that's a first down for the Lions. Moving the ball pretty well so far, as Vic with a short little 3-step drop and put that right where he needed to. 1st and 10 now for the Lions. We'll go back to pass here on this one. He'll throw that left. That's going to be Ty Streets that gets it, and he'll power his way forward. That is a first down. Ty Streets with another catches as Rivera will come in now. As that's going to be a good handoff for Jones, and he cannot get out of everybody's way there. All right, going to go back to pass on this one. Vic will just take off. He's got all day there, and he's going to pass the 30-yard line, sliding down, first down. 1st and 10 now as we'll try this for the first time today. Roll out, and Vic will just take off, and he'll get hammered 9 yards into the run there as Michael Vick's numbers pop up. 6 foot, 215, 5th-year man out of Virginia Tech at this point, as Vic is a dangerous guy. Gonna hand this off. Jones will get the ball. He'll get just enough. That's a first down. Got a couple of yards that time. And we'll hand this off, and Jones will get it. Jones has got some room. Can he get the edge? He will get close, but finally stopped there. That's going to be first and goal. Kevin Jones had the outside. Could not get past the last couple of Packers to score that one, but that'll be a big gain there of about 15. Now, time ticking away here in the first quarter as the Lions are on the doorstep here. That'll be a handoff, and Jones will get back to the line. That's it. As Fitzsimmons is going to move in motion here. We'll give this off one more time, and Jones can't quite cut back up and make that happen. So it's third and goal now. Vick will go back to pass. He'll tried to throw that one, but too much going on up the gut there, and the Packers caused that incompletion. And Hanson should have this one. It will be straight down the middle, up in and good. So Detroit, a long winding drive, 14 plays, 79 yards, but stopped just short. .44-yard line, 36 seconds. And Favre will roll out to the right. He's going to lob this one, and that is going to be bobbled and caught. And Donald Driver is gone. Wow. Nobody was over there. As Brett Favre scores yet again. Got to see what's going to be a good option here. As Vick's going to roll out. We're going to fire this one. Santana Moss covered there on that one. Looked like he might have had an opening, but not quite. So 2nd and 10 now. Vick will roll out. Oh, he's not going to have much room either. He'll have to run it, and he'll get 5 out of it. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Pretty good amount of scoring in this one so far. 14-3 the score. Packers lead it over the Lions after one. 3rd and 5 now is Vick looking to see what he can do. And he's going to go back to pass. He'll find Charles Rogers over the middle, who's been as consistent as can be this year. Why not do that again? Back to pass here. They're going to blitz the linebacker one more time. Rogers will get another 10-plus yards. We'll go ahead and audible this time. Run this no huddle for a bit. See if we can catch him off guard, as Jones will get only a yard there. Not much. All right, 2nd and 9 now, and Vick is going to roll out. And Vick's got to take off. He's got a big man behind him. So 1st and 10 now, and Vick will hand this off. And that is going to be a good tackle there, 75 again. Jackson was over there. He made that tackle. All right, 2nd and 9 now. Got to figure out what's going to be a good option here on this one. Vick will roll out. He's going to take off, and he'll get taken down inside the red zone. 1st and 10 now for Vick. As you see, Vick on the season, 1,700 yards passing, 25 touchdowns. So it's been good in the air so far for Vick this year. As I'll hand this one off to Jones. Jones can't get out of the backfield. Back to pass on this. Throw that to Rogers over the middle, and Vick missed him just by about a foot. 3rd and 11 now. Vick's got to try and make something. And this is going to be... Oh, Vick's got to go, and he's not going to have time to do anything as he's sacked. One of the men in the secondary, it was Darren Sharper, who made that happen. And Hanson will kick that one. Wind will push it toward the uprights. That is going to be up in and good. So Hanson, 2 for 2 on the day. 12 plays, And again, stopped shy of the goal. So Farvin split back here as Javon Walker goes in motion. Back to pass for Favre. He's looking right and he's got his man. That is Donald Driver. As Driver's got another catch and he's already got a touchdown. You see on the season, 75 catches between Driver and Ferguson. They've got over 1,200 yards, about nearly double-digit scores. This Packer offense is rolling right now. Single back for the Pack as they toss out to Green. Green's got it and he'll get shoved out of bounds. And Favre will hand this off, and Green's got all day there as he gets tumbled over. He got hit. Mon Green last season, 1,500 yards rushing, 13 touchdowns, so he was doing everything he possibly could, as that is going to be a small 2-yard gain. So starting to slow things down a little bit, but they are deep in Lion territory, at least in field goal range. As Favre goes back to pass here, he's going to go down as Dan Wilkinson got back there. There's a sack for him. That makes it 3rd and 14. And that is going to be the 2-minute warning there. 3rd and 14. As Favre is empty backfield, he's going to look. He'll dump that off short. And then that'll be out of bounds as Driver gets that one on the dump off. So they'll settle for a field goal. No, they will actually punt this. Got all 3 timeouts. See if we can get some kind of action going here, as that's going to be a good handoff. And he's going to fumble the ball, and that's going to go to the Packers. Apparently the Lions are getting snowed out in this game as Kevin Jones got nailed, dropped the football. Was trying to get out of bounds there and just did not happen. 1:43 left in the half. As Favre is going to roll out, he's going to throw that quick, and then is Dre Bly over there. That's got to be the first incompletion of the day for the Packers. So you see Favre right now, 116 yards and 2 touchdowns. Vic only with 62 yards so far on the day, as it has been all Packers. And Mon Green's going to find his way all the way out to the sideline. He gets shoved out. 4-yard gain, though. Single back here, 4 wide for the Packers as they go back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. They let it slip. Now a field goal attempt here. And that is going to be up, and it will not make it. Wide left. As Longwell's had that kind of trouble before. As he tries to adjust, but he hooked it just a bit. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. See if we can get something here. As Jones will get a few yards there, but not much. All right, here we go. 2nd and 7 now. Vic's going to fake the handoff and roll out. He'll throw that one, and that's going to be way out of reach as they were coming hard there. 3rd and 7 now. Vic with 1:03 left on the clock. He's got to figure something out. He'll get a first down, and he'll get taken down in bounds. All right, 1st and 10 now. 45 seconds left here. Going to roll out. Vic will take off, and he'll slide down. That's going to be a first down and a timeout for the Lions. 1st and 10 now. Vic's got to try and find something here. Going to fire this one left. Ty Streets has got it. And just got to speed things up here. All right, going to go back to pass on this one. Going to fire. Oh, tried to fire that one over the middle and couldn't do it. Timeout on the sack, as that was Baja Biamila who got that one. Big sack there by the Packers to stall that drive, or at least try to so far. Back to pass here on this one. Gonna fire this one to the right-hand side, but no hands there for Charles Rogers. All right, here we go. 3rd and 16 this time. Back to pass here. Gonna throw that. That is caught. Ty Streets is right there, but he can't get it. Oh. We'll call timeout. That's the last timeout. Yeah. As Hanson will kick this one. It is up, in, and good. So the Lions at least get 3 points on the board, but Ty Streets was stopped just shy of the goal line, as that is going to be up, in, and good. Packers lead this one 14-9, as they have held the Lions out of the end zone, but the Lions are starting to try and make a resurgence. Can they come back in the second half? We'll find out. Packers lead 14-9 over the Lions. Halftime show now as we look at the numbers. 216 yards offense for the Lions, 157 for the Packers. The Lions should be winning this football game, but they're not. They've got the first downs, but the Packers have been making some big plays all along. As you see the sacks, Wilkinson's got a sack. Sharper and Biamila have got a sack as well for Green Bay. Favre with 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. Vick now with about 99 yards on the day. You see the one field goal by Longwell was missed, but Jason Hanson's got all 3 his that went through the uprights. So that's been the big thing, as you saw the stats there. Donald Driver, a 75-yard reception for a touchdown. He's got a few catches today, as we'll actually take a look at that highlight here, as the Driver was able to get the catch and then get open, and that's all she wrote there. The Packers have been leading all day today. Lions have not had an opportunity to do anything but get field goals, and they have trailed this game because of it. As rushing today, Amon Green 41 yards, Kevin Jones 37 yards, Michael Vick with 80 yards, as he's had to try and wheel this team to the end zone. They just can't get in it yet. As then you see that pass that went to Ty Streets just fell short, and that was it. As we will take a look at the halftime heroes, it is going to be Donald Driver, 3 receptions, 75 yards on the touchdown. His big catch and big score was what helped the Packers extend their lead, and because of that, they've got a bigger lead, 14-9 so far. But the Lions will get the football, so if they can do something with it here other than kick a field goal, it might be good for them. Let's see if this is a tale of 2 halves, as Longwell will kick this one deep. And just let that one go out of bounds, and that'll be a touchback. As we take a look at the NFC North, it is locked. Detroit has it. Green Bay trying to claw their way into a wild card to see if they can make it as well, but we got a lot of stiff competition they've got to try and go up against. I'll hand this off, and Jones will bounce it out to the left, but doesn't have a lot of room. 2 yards there. He's been doing everything he can so far. Back to pass here. Going to throw that left. That's Roy Williams who gets a catch today. Ball. 1st and 10. And Vick will hand this off. Jones is going to get hung up there at the line, and I don't think he's getting up, as he got taken down. Kevin Jones is having problems with his leg. So that's going to bring in Larry Johnson, as Kevin Jones has had a pretty good season all year. But Johnson now coming in to try and see what he can do. It's going to be Johnson and Bryson now. Larry Johnson's had his troubles all year off and on, as he's going to be able to get out to the outside, but not much there. 3rd and 10 now, as Vic will roll out. Vic's not going to have any room, as he had no blocking there on that edge. Packers are with all the momentum at the moment, as that is a good tackle at the 41-yard line, but Packers have not been stopped. Possession-wise, 2 touchdowns, a punt. They missed the field goal. And so now, first possession of the second half, they got to see what they can do here. So man in motion here for Favre, as he's got single back. He's going to toss this out. And that's going to be a good run there for 4 yards. I formation here for Favre, as he's going to move driver in motion. Back to pass for Favre. He's going to throw that left, that is caught, and that is a first down. And now driver, 3 catches for 75 yards and a touchdown. Ty Street's 4 for 59. No score yet, but he's doing okay on the day. A couple yards there for Green. His boss Bailey had to bring him down. 2nd and 8 now, as Favre split backs. He's going to look deep to the right. That is going to be off the hands. 3rd and 8 now for Favre. Empty backfield, trips right. As Favre's going to look, he's going to throw that, and that is caught. That is Donald Driver with a catch. Missed it on that play. That should have been covered, but it was not, apparently. Empty backfield this time, 4 receivers. 1 tight end as Favre goes back to pass. He's looking, he'll fire that short. And Driver will make the catch. Jefferson makes the tackle. Driver now 103 yards receiving on 5 catches. As Favre's in the single back, he's got Javon Walker in motion. And Favre will hand that off, and that's going to be a diving missed tackle. 1st and 10 now for the Packers, and they're going to hand that off, and that's going to be blown up in the backfield. David Thornton was back there. Good play by him. Favre puts Driver in motion. And they will hand that off on the delay. That'll be nothing much. Jeremiah Trotter right there. So we've got to try and see if we can stop them on this one. As that's going to be a little fake on the handoff there. They won't make the end zone, but they will get closer. It should be an easier field goal for them. And Longwell will be trying to kick this one between the uprights. And this one will be up, in, and good. So now an 8-point lead for the Packers. 11 plays, 52 yards. And they kill a lot of clock. That's going to go out of the back of the end zone. Touchback. As you see, the possessions for the Lions. Nothing but field goals. Yet to break the plane of the end zone. And that has been the trouble all day today. 1st and 10 here for Vic. Vic will take off, and he'll be found out by Nick Barnett. That'll be a tackle after 4. He's been doing what he can. Going to fire that one over the middle. Charles Rogers has got it and immediately taken down afterwards. Carroll with the tackle. So 1st and 10 here on this one. Tried to throw that one over the middle, but that was not going anywhere. That's another sack. That was Jackson again. As Biamila's got 60 on his career. Sharper's got 8 sacks, and a lot of forced fumbles by those 2 guys. So 2nd and 18 now. Back to pass here on this one. Going to fire that over the middle, and the linebacker in front of that one. That's going to make it 3rd and 18. So 3rd down. We got to find what's going to be working here. Back to pass on this. Moss is open. He's got that one past midfield, and that's a first down. And don't think we'll get to the line in time for this one, but that'll be the end of the third quarter. Lions are down by 8 points. They need a touchdown. Nothing else will work here. Packers have had the lead all game. It's now 17-9 after 3. As Vic will hand this off to Johnson. Johnson will get it, and he will power his way forward for 6. Johnson's got the speed. Hopefully we can do something with it. As Johnson will get the handoff there. He'll find room, and that'll be about 7, maybe 8 yards, and that's a first down. That'll be about 6 probably. All right, 1st and 10 now. It's about 6 minutes left in this game. I'm going to fire that one. Santana Moss cannot quite hang on. That's in and out of the hands. Bind. It's been a good day for him. We're going to roll out here, and there is no blocking on that side. There is no blocking. That was Grady Jackson yet again. He was back there, and Vic rolled right into trouble. Back to pass on this one. Going to fire this one toward Roy Williams, but he got nailed. That was Sharper made that hit. So split backs for Favre. Kind of a bigger package there as Henderson goes in motion. And they will toss this out. Mon Green's going to stiff arm a guy. Vargas will help shove him out. He'll get 9 yards though. And Favre will hand that off. That's going to be an easy carry for Green, and there he goes. Amon Green just broke one as there was nobody there to stop him. And he's going to rumble for a huge score, and the Packers will walk away being the victors in this matchup. 10 now. 4:35 left in this game as that's going to be thrown to left. Santana Moss has got it. So 1st and 10 now. Going to go back to pass here on this one. Launch that one, and that is caught. Charles Rogers has got it. About 4 minutes left here. As we'll hike this one, toss that out right, and Johnson's going to fight his way back forward. That's going to be a gain of 3 there. Back to pass on this one. Throw quickly to the left. Rogers has got it, but only for a couple of yards there. I'm going to fake the handoff there. We'll throw that one towards Steven Alexander. He's going to get it and go out of bounds there. So 3:31 left in the game. As Vic now 14 for 22 on the day, 197 yards, but no scores to speak of today. So that's been the problem. Back to pass here for Vic. We'll launch that one. Santana Moss has got it, and he's in the red zone inside the 10. 1st and goal now. Vic will launch this one, and Santana Moss has got it. Touchdown Lions. That's going to be a big handoff there. No way of stopping Green that time. He's going to break away again. That's another touchdown. And that's going to seal this football game. Packers end up walking away with a victory here, and they knock off the Detroit Lions out of the perfect record. So Packers able to get a little revenge on the last game, which they lost. And that's going to be it. Packers win this one 31-16. Detroit just could not get anything going this season to kind of showcase anything. Their defense has been a little lackluster all year, and now they pay for it. Well, that'd be the problem going into the playoffs. We'll have to find out as we go to the post-game show. This game was just really just bad from the get-go. Normally, Detroit can come back and make plays in the second half, but 368 yards of offense for both teams. The Lions just did not have it, as Barnett had 8 tackles today. Carroll was 7. Roman was 7. As Biamila had 2 sacks, as well as Grady Jackson, and Sharper as well had a sack. Favre 156 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. Vic 225 yards and a touchdown. But Amon Green able to put up 2 big rushing touchdowns at the end of the game to seal this, as it was just a huge day for him. Amon Green will end the day with 203 yards and 2 touchdowns, as Green Bay just could not be stopped this time. As Michael Vick ended up with 225 yards and a touchdown, but he just could not keep up with Brett Favre today. As Brett Favre had less yards, but he had more consistency about what he was doing. As Amon Green, the big man of the day, 203 yards out of 18 attempts and 2 touchdowns. As we'll take a look at the final stats, Favre ends with a 154.4 rating, 8 for 11 on the day, 156 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Vic ends the day 16 for 24 for 67%, 110.6 rating and a touchdown. Rushing wise, it was going to be Amon Green all day, as he made things happen. Kevin Jones ends the day 14 attempts, 39 yards, and just couldn't really get anything going, and then he goes out with an injury. Vic 8 for 84 yards, and Larry Johnson 7 for 20. So really couldn't get the offense going consistently here. Donald Driver, big day receiving, 5 catches for him, 103 yards and a touchdown. Charles Rogers 5 for 61, and Santana Moss 5 for 81 and a touchdown. Ty Streets 4 for 59 on the day. Ferguson 2 for 47, and a few catches for Walker, Alexander, and Williams. All 3 of them seeing receptions as well. Defensively, Barnett with 8 tackles. Carroll and Roman with 7 apiece there. Biamila 4 tackles, 2 sacks. Jackson 4 tackles, 2 sacks. 4 for Sharper, as he also gets a sack. McKenzie and Bailey with 3 tackles. Then Harris, Salazar, Navy's, Bly, Hall, Bryson, Trotter, and seemed like a host of others. Thornton, Carter, Jefferson, and Vargas all with a couple of tackles today, as this was a big day for them. As Dan Wilkinson, the only other guy that made a sack in this day, as Ryan Longwell was able to hit one of his field goals at 24 yards but missed the other one. Jason Hanson, though, was perfect on the day, hitting all 3 of the field goals that he needed to make in this one. So appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully we'll be able to rebound in the next game against the Vikings, but another tough matchup there. So I hope you enjoy yourself. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and may God bless you.